Okay, this is another game from the European server on my new account, 4k.tillerman. It is versus a level 27 or 28 player called a random ampliter. He's an undead player. The map is Scorched Basin. I'm just going to pause at the beginning as usual, turn the fog of war off, and the elapsed time is 10 seconds. So if you want to sync up, 10 seconds. Unpausing now. So as you can see, I've started at the bottom right hand position with Night Elf, and the undead player has started at the mid right position, 3 o'clock. Now, Scorched Basin, interesting map. There's quite a few little tricks on it. The main trick being that you can take out the lizards at the shops with a hero alone, which I'm sure you've all seen before, and you can also buy a wand of negation from the shop very early and take out the spirit pigs at all the big expansions where the medicine men are, and that will give you a lot of gold and experience. So those are the two main tricks in this map, and you're going to see them used for sure because I'm planning on taking out those lizards straight away. So to do the lizard thing straight away, you need to get extra moon wells early. Although you're going to do the kind of normal tech straight up to Quick Keeper of the Grove, you're going to delay upgrading the Tree of Life to Tree of Ages for a little while, and you're going to get a couple of moon wells extra before you do the upgrade. As you can see, I'm making a huge mistake. The altar is inactive. There's a wisp sitting there. And wow, that is a huge delay in starting my hero. But I'm kind of lucky that he's undead player and that he did not do a fast altar build or anything like that, because that could have caused me big troubles if he'd sent his hero out scouting the shops with coil or whatever.
Your building is complete.
So second moonwell completed, so that moonwell much earlier than normal. Third moonwell, you need exactly 3 moonwells to heal the demon hunter back to full health once it's been to the shop and back. And as you can see, I'm starting an Ancient of War as well below his expansion. I don't normally do that versus undead, but because the Wisp scouted the Blight very quickly, I just retreated at the back and started an Ancient of War, just to cause him some trouble, make him waste his time, give me free reign in the centre to clear the lizards whilst he's busy with that Ancient of War. But as you can see, he's not stupid. The ghoul that's scouting my base walks past the demon hunter. He sees the demon hunter moving leftward. Obviously he puts 2 and 2 together and realises I'm probably running to the centre. He also sees this Ancient of War uprooted now. He sees that he's running past it, and at this point I realise the undead player is on its way to try and stop me creeping these lizards. So panicking at this point, realising he's going to come in, he really should have coiled that demon hunter straight away. He coils it, but it doesn't quite kill it. I'm very, very lucky. Random damage could have made that demon hunter die. But fortunately for me, I just managed to portal out in time. And as you can see, I've got a stone token from those lizards, and I also managed to get the experience from the lizards, 120 experience from that big lizard. Usually, well not usually, but about 50% of the time you don't get any experience from doing that. The lizards kill themselves with their own splash damage. So the Ancient of War, just going to try and delay him. The Ancient of War isn't trying to kill anything, it can't really. I'm just going to basically eat trees and just keep an eye on where he is, and that will allow me to creep the second set of lizards, because I know exactly where he is at this point. As you see, I've bought a wand of negation, and I'm going to abuse or take advantage of the spirit pigs after I've dealt with this. And I'm very, very lucky there because I get the experience again from that thunder lizard. So at level 2 now, and I got a Wand of the Wind. So super. So upgraded to the Tree of Ages, started the Keeper of the Grove. Huntress Hall, I'm going to get 2 lores, and I'm going to do Dryads. So heal the Demon Hunter back to full health, and now it's time to take care of those spirit piles. So I'm going to run from Medicine Man expansion to Medicine Man expansion and get a lot of experience and gold. Now, as you can see, he is doing an expansion here. Very, very risky. As you will see, it won't work out too good for him because I will scout this expansion fairly soon, just after it's completed. So I've got some nice experience there from those spirit pigs. Here's the second set coming up. One of negation, nearly takes me to level 3, not quite. Key for the Grove finish, I'm going to send the Key for the Grove up towards his base, and I'm moving my Demon Hunter towards his base as well. The plan here is to entangle and target his acolytes, try and take out as many as possible, but as you'll see I will run into his army, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So I'm just going to burn the DK, and then I'm just going to try and entangle ghouls and screw around with them. So retreating to keep the grove whilst it's getting targeted, and whilst it's getting targeted, target his entangled ghoul. So I managed to take 2 ghouls out there, and now my 2 lores are completed. I can start building dryads. I'm still not aware that he's starting this expansion. If he manages to complete that and I don't do anything about it and I don't scout it, then he would come right back into the game very, very easily, and he would have a pretty big advantage because I have no expansion of my own. So at this point I'm thinking, I'm hoping that he's not in his base anymore. I'm hoping he's out creeping, and that will allow me to kill all his acolytes. But because he isn't out creeping, this kind of lets me see his expansion, because I can't really go into his base. So just burn his DK, and realising that I can't take out any acolytes, I kind of head up towards the 12 o'clock spot to take out more spirit pigs. Well, at least that's the plan. But as I run past this expansion, I catch a glimpse of the blight. Not instantly, but I see it about now, and then I turn back, realising he's starting an expansion, and then realising as I get further around that he's completed an expansion. So just target his acolytes here and try and do as much damage as I can. But he portals in, and now I'm kind of worrying here because he's got quite a few ghouls. He's got 2 heroes, and it looks like he'll be able to stop me taking out his expansion, so I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can. And I have to portal there because the Keeper of the Grove is surrounded, and so the plan is to portal, heal up instantly, and then instantly make my way back to his expansion, because I can't let that expansion get up without any harassment whatsoever. I need to try and take out as many acolytes as I can. Obviously he's nowhere near frenzy, and I realise this, that he can't have a large ghoul army when he's invested all his money in that expansion. But the longer I leave it up, the quicker he is going to get back into the game, so I need to make my way instantly back towards the expansion. Now I see his army there, so I see if I can take out a ghoul, but can't run back into his base too near it because I'll run into his Black Citadel. So because it is crucial to take out this expansion and do a lot of damage to it, I use my stone token. And unfortunately my Key for the Grove has been surrounded again, but some decent microing a dryad out of the way so my Key for the Grove can move. And he's focus firing the golem, maybe not the best idea. That golem has 4 armour, pretty hard to kill. But I guess he does manage to get rid of its boulder rocks, which are very helpful to me, but he has lost a hero. So he's going to lose all his acolytes here, and there's really not much he can do about it. Let's see how much money he had. Well, he's very, very low in wood, so that was one reason why he couldn't upgrade that necropolis to Halls of the Dead to protect expansion, because basically he's got no wood whatsoever. So that might have been a good idea if he'd had enough wood. So at this point, even though I've taken expansion, I'm kinda a bit pissed off because it's going to take me forever to kill that haunted gold mine in the necropolis with only dryads and 2 heroes. So rather than sit there doing nothing, I'm going to send my Key to the Grove and see if I can annoy him a little bit. And realise when he's got a citadel up, I realise It's probably a silly idea because he has sleep and it would only take